What's up everybody? In this video we are going to compare the Dusty RCE to the OS XRB V3. In the first video I made with this engine, with the Dusty, I said that this is an OS XRB based engine, and the OS XRB is the cheapest 0.21 OS that you can buy. I got a comment from Ielasi USA who said that this is not just an OS XRB based engine, but this is Daniele Ielasi's own creation, built with his specifications. So let's check these engines in details and find the differences. In the previous video I said that this cooling head seems pretty heavy, and it weighs 99 grams. This one only 62. The Dusty comes with a very nice cooling head. This one is nice but pretty heavy. The carb, 21J on both engines, but this one comes with this part made of aluminum. I'm sorry, I don't know how to call this with my poor English, and this one is made of plastic. Other than that, the Dusty is black coated, as well as the block. The Dusty comes with a rear ceramic bearing. The XRB comes with a steel bearing. The Dusty comes with a double shield front steel bearing. This one is not the stock Ielasi bearing. XRB with a regular single shield steel bearing. Same bottom head, same plug, but this one comes with a head O-ring, which is a very nice feature and should be mandatory in every off-road nitro engine. The XRB comes with a 0.15mm head shim, and the Dusty comes with a 0.10mm head shim for 16% nitro fuel, and 0.2mm head shim for 25% nitro fuel. The backplate is basically the same backplate. This one is coated and has some machining here. This is cosmetical stuff. It looks nice. Same pistons and connecting rods. Both pistons are machined. The crankshafts, this one is DLC, diamond-like coated, of course, drilled and silicone filled. This one weighs 32 grams and this one 35. Other than that, they look the same, but the timing numbers are not the same. As you can see, this one has some nice ramps. Are these ramps made by Ielasi or OS factory? I don't know. They look pretty clean. They seem to be made after the DLC was applied. Alright, this is the most interesting part. They look the same. Of course, Ielasi made a couple of fangs on the transfer ports, but the main difference is the exhaust port. You cannot see this at first sight, but I measure both exhaust ports and this one is larger. We will talk timing numbers later in this video. So the Ielasi exhaust port is slightly larger, but as you can see, it was not modified by Ielasi. the exhaust port is different, and it is made by OS. I mean, this sleeve is built with Ielasi's specification by the OS factory. This is not an XRB sleeve modified by Ielasi with his Dremel. Very interesting. Let's talk about the timing numbers. Alright, so we have the same bore and stroke, same opening, but different induction closing. The Dusty crank window stays open longer than the XRB, so we have 67 degrees on the Dusty and 55 on the XRB, which makes a total 209 degrees and 197 on the XRB. I think that this crankshaft was also built with Ielasi specifications. The blowdown, like King's RCE said, explained in his video, Rex Welch, he called that the Rex reference. The blowdown is 46, but we get half those numbers, so blowdown on the Dusty is 23 degrees and on the XRB 22. Slightly higher blowdown, but that's not the only difference. When we measure the blowdown, we measure the difference in degrees from the top of the transfer port to the top of the exhaust port. This is 23 degrees. But as you can see, the exhaust port is also larger on the bottom. It's difficult to explain. I hope that you understand. I'm struggling a little bit with my English to explain this. So we have 13.9 millimeters from the top of the exhaust port to the top of the sleeve, and 14 millimeters on the XRB. We have 11.2 millimeters from the bottom of the exhaust port to the bottom of the sleeve on the Dusty, and 11.3. That means that the exhaust port on the Dusty is larger on both sides, the top and bottom. 6 millimeters, 0.1 on the top and 0.1 on the bottom. 5.8 on the XRB. The transfer ports, I get some differences on the transfer ports, but that was not very easy to measure as there is a ramp on the boost port. So I think that the boost port and the transfer ports are the same on both engines. The main difference between these sleeves, well, is the exhaust port. We have a larger exhaust port, higher blowdown, and like I said, this is made by OS for Ielasi. This is unique to the Dusty. So this is what you get when you buy an Ielasi Dusty. This is not just cosmetical stuff and ceramic bearings. He created, let's say it like this, created his own parts. Yeah, this is enough to get this engine to run stronger than this one, but also you will get a different power band. These engines are different. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I see you very soon.